is this place? Is this a simulation? Life. What even is this place? What even is this place? What is this? What the fuck is this? If so, how would someone install such a thing? What is this place? Where the fuck are we? What even is this place? Is this the simulation that everyone keeps talking about? What is life? If so, why does it feel so real? Is it a simulation that was supposed to mimic real life? So why simulate this kind of place at all? Who would want to install such a thing filled with so much suffering? Surely not a righteous, wonderful God that the Bible speaks of. Why would such a divine being want to create a whole bunch of layers of suffering in this life? That's really important to think about. When talking about our Creator, we usually resort to the Bible. And if we're being really... To the man, God said, because you did as your wife said and ate to the tree, you shall not eat of it. Cursed be the ground because of you. By toil shall you eat of it. All the days of your life, thorns and thistles shall it sprout for you, but your food shall be the grasses of the field. By the sweat of your brow shall you get bread to eat, until you return to the ground, for from it you were taken. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return. Genesis 3:17-19. Well, it seems in a conscious society, knowledge is pretty imperative, isn't it? To me, this passage translates to, okay, you want to know how you were made? Better keep it going then, because as soon as you peek behind the curtain of what makes you up and the driver of the car lets go of the wheel and you gotta grab on and steer for the rest of your life. That is the punishment for wanting more, for eating the apple, for the worst thing you do, the worst way you feel, and once your brain sees a new frequency of feeling, its entire spectrum widens a little bit, making it possible to keep digging down in your soul's void or build upwards towards the equal and opposite side of the motion you just felt. It's dangerous to widen the motherboard. Shit gets harder to handle, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is why Christianity said the serpent is a negative devil, because not everyone could handle Minecrafting new realities in the name of God, so you better keep that information away from the public by any means. That's exactly what the patriarchy was doing with organized religion and the Illuminati and all that bullshit. They were keeping this planet going on a blueprint that was created purely for reproductive purposes. More manpower, but the world is getting obese. Time for Satan to keep humans running on the treadmill, but we are evolving as a species. We are touching God levels with the collective internet, giving us millions of different perspectives and lessons, all with the swipe of our fingers. If we wish to be true servants of God, now is the time to utilize the brains He gave us and think of abstract ways to serve Him. Some are generals, some are soldiers, but all are God. We are God. The only way to bring something back to the table of humanity is being the best version of yourself as you can, so you can fit into His heavenly picture better. He made you for a reason. You fit somewhere. That's why, whether that be physically or mentally, you belong in the cosmos. You are right on time. You are perfect. Look, it's not easy. I get it. I got vices. I commit crimes. I have sex. I smoke weed. I'm also here for it all. To feel every fucking thing, even though I know I have perpetual sadness in my heart. I know that it is the devil in my body, whipping my brain to be all that it can be. To look in the mirror and not see what you feel. But let me say that there is a price to pay for comfort. Humanity abandoning the popular religions that got us to this point, it isn't blasphemy. It's appreciating all that God has done before you. So you want to add something to eat at the dinner table. God is okay with you leaving His sight, as long as you come back with something worthy of the journey. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. Even God understands that. Social climate change.